So the next one is Yang Mulia Raja Sabila Husna Raja Azman, who is an experienced analyst in technology commercialization process and funding management. She is currently a technology analyst at Mranti Corporation, where her expertise lies in the area of evaluating and analyzing potential technologies to be commercialized. Aside from that, Puan Husna is also competent in grant management, market research, business proposal, and financial capability evaluation. So before working with Mranti Corporation, she served as funding executive in the Raju Bumiputra Corporation. That was also one big organization, I would say, where she managed and oversee Dana Kemakmuran Bumiputra Fund for qualified Bumiputra company to purchase machineries and development related project in up till December 2021. Prior to that, she began her career as an analyst at Platform Ventures Sdn Bhd, a fully owned subsidiary of now Decommission Agency in Sulawesi, Malaysia. Until its closure on the 31st of December 2020. She was responsible to provide end-to-end facilitation to the clients with ensuring commercialization success for performing technology assessment with the consideration of commercialization ability and IP competency. So Puan Husna holds a bachelor degree in chemical engineering as well, majoring in process from University Kuala Lumpur. So UniKL MICAT. So welcome, Puan Husna. The cipher stage is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Fadhlan, for the brief introduction. So as everyone heard just now, yes, I'm a chemical engineering graduate, but quite different with Azim here. I have no experience in technical side. It's not technical, but hands-on on how being an engineer. But basically, I have a lot of experience in evaluating invention of project proposal for programs, not mainly in the technology wise, but also in business side also, since I've been together with Raju to handle a grant, but from Platform Venture itself and up to Mranti, it's all handling grant for government grant for technology commercialization to see. It's just a bit different in Raju lah. So these are my experience focusing on analyzing technology in the funding and grant, also for IP commercialization as mentioned just now. So today I will sharing in terms of how we assess or how the panel look at your pitching and this is how actually they usually just listen first, observe, analyze, and then in the end they will conclude. So usually for pitching, as Azim mentioned just now, you must have your objective, like why you want to pitch. Like, is it a competition? Is it a program you want to be in the long run? Ataupun you want to gain fund, you want to have a financial injection for your company. So obviously it's different for a student, because I realize we have a different audience here today. We have researcher, entrepreneurs, and also student, right? So I give example for a student. Of course, you will pitch for competition, and it will help to boost up your resume afterwards, right? So need to focus on those objectives, those criteria, those what the analyst, the assessor wants to see. So usually this it's a very in a short time. So as analyst, as assessor, we will just first listen. We will not interrupt with any question. So afterwards, usually barulah kita akan tanya our concern and all, sebab mesti in a very short time. Usually memang dah being ditetapkan like only 5 minutes you have to pitch. But it's different with the program punya, macam if you come to us for NTS punya program, you pitch your product, so it's, you have a longer time to explain things kan. So let's say this is a common practice, like what assessor, what as a panel assess, okay. Everything, as I mentioned just now, mesti you need to know your program need, their program needs, okay. Program needs means macam, but it's very obvious they will provide the eligibility of the program, apa objective of the program or the competition. but you must highlight the uniqueness, how you want to meet with the program or the competition, uniqueness of your solution, uniqueness of your business idea, or even your invention. And using during the pitching, during the your pitching session tu pun, as Azim mentioned tadi, usually we'll see your skills and also applicant participant capability ni is not just for your skills, but we also see your team punya capability. Kita tengok are you able tak to to do things yang we need, to do things to meet our objective, to meet the impact of the program and on. So usually assessor diorang akan evaluate according to evaluation form yang dah been provided by organizer. So dah ada marking scheme, kita dah ada apa yang we need to look into. So it's very, very important for you to know what's the objective, what's eligibility, and also the impact of the program or the competition. It's sebab everything will be provided, it's just a matter of you tengok ke tidak. And another thing, okay, I will just show you the example that I get from my general search kan. Okay, you can see here kita ada 3 kind of pitching punya competition. So the first one ni, Ignite Pitch ni, I think it's for university if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's for social entrepreneurs. So you can see from here, they already provided you who is their target participant kan, and then ada selection criteria. It's very, memang you can see it's a novel and kena ada social economic impact, which dia dah mention lah. That's why dia punya target target participant is social entrepreneurs. And then see, I mentioned just now team and strength capability, and business and revenue model pun tadi Azim already mentioned just now. Budget and support. Basically, this is what you need from them. Kena ada obvious answer on that, like, oh, I need 250k and I will provide you 5% equity afterwards. Dari situlah you can see this criteria to what you want to pitch, what you want to tell to the assessor, to the evaluator. And then this is Shark Tank's punya from National Association of Women Entrepreneurs in Malaysia. Dia tak put in a bullet point ke apa, but you can see I highlight here in the red circle ni, they mention it's to invest in business led by women. So obviously if you're a man, you pergi join this competition, like your company pun, the shareholder pun semua is a man, then obviously lah they don't want to see what your solution, even though you provide a very good solution, sebab you don't meet with the first thing yang diorang want is, which is women entrepreneur. And then they also dah mention dekat bawah tu apa yang they will provide to you. Ada seed funding as low as 10k, ada ataupun series A punya funding 2 million, or beyond potentially 50 million. So you can put your range around there. Tak make sense for you to come to them, oh I nak minta 100k je. Sebab they already mentioned to you it's as low as 10k. Okay, that's the point yang macam you really need to look into. And this one is Tech Planter, I think it's from Singapore punya pitching program. If you can see here, they already put their target, right? They only want the early stage startup and pre-startup researcher yang in this specific industry, robotics, IoT, hardware, biotech. That's the point yang selalu juga we experience that people miss out. And they keep asking like, oh kenapa? Because me and Azim handle a lot of funding punya program kan. For now we analyzing for NTIS, which program daripada Mranti juga. That one is providing for fund and also testing punya space if you want. Then very obvious yang tu je kita provide, but then they come for, oh nak scale up kan the production in this biggest amount up to 50 million, tapi we don't provide those things. So usually going to waste time, and it's not our time lah, obviously your time lah, because business person time is money, right? So benda-benda kecil-kecil macam ni sometimes you think it's very petty, tapi this is very important, really important before you start to pitch, before you join any competition, or before you want to apply for any program. Okay, Next is, this is what usually we have experienced, and if you can avoid, it's very good. First is disregard programs, guideline, audience info. As I mentioned just now, some people think this is very petty. Macam, oh tak apa, tak baca pun tak apa. I have a very good product, I have very good innovation. I bawa mana-mana pun semua orang nak. But no, tak semestinya. Sebab they have their own guideline di mana diorang dah ada the cap amount, berapa diorang nak bagi, apa semua. If they cannot meet your needs, then they cannot entertain you lah. As simple as that. And audience info ni pun is quite important. So if you want to pitch, for example, in a competition kan, sometimes they already provide the panel punya info. Okay, panel punya info, where are they from, diorang daripada entity mana, government agency ke, ada VCs ke, ataupun dia expert in this area ke. So dari sini you can catch like what you should share and what you should not share. Or kalau you sebab sometimes if you overshare, I'm going to go for the next point, sorry. Alright, be very considerate lah on to look into the guideline, baca the guideline, like what they will provide, how you should apply, and what's the impact they would want, apa the objective, and also sebab everything tu, every programs, every ni, diorang pun ada their own objective, diorang pun ada keperluan masing-masing which diorang need to meet the KPI, for example kan. So itu benda-benda yang you need to consider. And then forged information, evidence and document ni, this one pun is very important. Okay, for example, if you were thinking like, oh, this is a pitching competition, just a 5 minutes. If I tipu sikit pun, diorang bukan tahu sebab they have to give the mark afterwards immediately. But remember, this industry is very small. You pusing-pusing mana-mana pun, the panel is just the same people around in the same industry kan. So if you can say, I dekat PB, I pergi Teraju, and then I pergi Mranti. So the ecosystem is the same person. I'm not saying I'm the one, but it's the people there. Like I know people in Teraju, I know people in Mranti, right? So if I figure out like during your pitching session with me, you're forging some information, you lie to me, mungkin waktu tu I'm going to give higher mark. Tapi once you nak scale up ke, for example, your production nak scale up, you need investor ke apa, oh, I realise, I check, is you tipu me. Then dari situ, if you join any competition, obviously sebab for us government fund ni is kita rakyat punya duit juga, so it's obviously tak baik lah for us. We have that how to say that responsibility untuk jaga, this is our amanah. Okay, as a Muslim also, it's something dosa and pahala for us, right? So it's very crucial to not forge information, evidence, and document. Obviously, if you tipu pun, it's something wrong lah. So, but it would give you a negative perception lah. Daripada you want to start the project, you want to baru nak kick off your business apa semua, you start to lie. Sebab if you pernah dengar this saying that you can't build a foundation on lies, sebab eventually you will crumble and fall. Kalau daripada starting pun you dah tipu, macam mana you nak bawa tipu you sampai atas, macam mana you nak berjaya, right? So next is overshare or unrelated info. So dekat sini, as I mentioned just now tadi, kalau pitching competition, you have a very short time. So kalau you mention benda-benda yang those investor, those assessor tak nak dengar pun, for example, you bagi tahu how you start the research apa semua, but they only want to know macam mana you want to commercialkan the product. How would you what's your business plan and all, tapi you starting with I start daripada 2020, I baru nak view, I ternampak orang ni susah ni. So dari situ je for you to tell the story, like dah habis 5 minutes, tak sempat pun nak bagi tahu you what's the real focus yang they want to listen. So and then it's going to affect your marking, your those assessor punya perception towards you. And you tak sempat show off lah what's your talent, what's your real solution that you will provide. Sebab sometimes it's a very good product tapi tak sempat nak share, and sebab tu your mark is lower, tak dapat nak go further, tak dapat things yang you want, for example money. Okay, and then ignore market potential ni and current problem needs. This one actually I've been experiencing dengan a lot of startups they realize sebab they in the industry kan, tapi researcher for them to license out ke dia punya project, dia punya invention, sometimes a very good invention tapi no one want to use sebab tak ada problem, tak ada masalah. If you tak use that thing pun orang tak ada kelemahan dekat situ. Means it's just good to have. So benda-benda macam tu pun sometimes you forget to look into, and tak semua orang rasa the same problem as you. Sometimes you rasa macam, oh ni problem I, tapi adakah semua orang rasa the same problem as you? Tak semestinya. That's why you have to do some research, tengok current problem needs, apa yang diperlukan. For example, macam case COVID, right? Daripada hari tu COVID, semua orang nak keluarkan testing kit. So, orang yang first keluarkan testing kit tu, dia ada one yang first berjaya lah. And then orang tengok, oh senangnya this business. Senangnya, oh semua orang akan beli. And then dia punya market tu pun dah jadi crowd. So you jadi macam orang yang ke 1000 untuk come out with this ni. Mungkin you tengok your circle, oh still need this thing, still need this testing kit. Tapi how long you going to sustain? Mungkin you boleh jual around circle you saja, kan? So ini benda yang very crucial, and you can tweak lah the problem tu. Sometimes kita pun as assessor, bila kita tengok certain things tu macam, oh these are their problem, tapi dia tak solvekan our solution, kan? Macam, oh kita tak rasa that thing is masalah for us, tapi actually it's a real problem dekat luar sebab we are not in their industry. Itu yang macam sometimes assessor need more evidence, like such as you come out dengan research paper, a lot of research paper cakap yes this is a problem ke apa, ataupun ada 500 orang saying yes this is our problem, then we would believe it lah, as long as you show some evidence and support on what you mentioned. Okay, and then neglect preparation pitching materials. So this one pun very petty. Some people think it's very petty. Tapi if you bagi the assessor slide yang berterabus, tak sedap mata memandang, we pun jadi macam tak interested to know what you want to share, what you want to have, what's your problem ke apa ke. So dekat situ pun is quite important. It's not just for your pitch deck ke apa, how you display your product. Itu pun kalau you pergi exhibition ke apa, tempat you bersepah-sepah, orang pun tak nak datang. So it's quite important. It's petty but it's important. Okay. Alright, this is the example for different program and different criteria lah. Yeah, I said just now. So you can see ni I just take the basic eligibility. This one is NTIS. On my left side ni is NTIS punya. Dia mention yang dia memang nak Malaysian or Malaysia-owned companies, and then you must have 51% equity owned by Malaysia. Yang tu kalau you tak lepas this thing, you nak enter the program pun you takkan lepas. Sebab it's a basic one. Kalau yang tu yang you tak follow, then why should we help you to enter this program? And then yang bawah tu I screenshot sebab I want to show apa dia objektif. Dalam ni dia tak tulis in point specifically apa yang they want, siapa yang they want to focus on. But then they actually mention their objective is to accelerate your innovative solution to commercialization. So dari situ you tahu lah, oh I have my innovative solution. I ada problem, ada real problem. I ada market needs. My solution ni ada market needs. I nak commercializekan my solution. Then we can go to NTIS. So daripada situ, sebab they don't provide anything yang specifically macam mana superb bagi, you can ask. Benda tu you can ask before you start to apply. Sebab usually if you want to enter NTIS pun they have before you apply pun diorang will consult you lah how they can help you under NTIS ni. So that's why they don't put everything here. Okay, so next is yang superb ni is actually a competition kan. I believe quite familiar for you guys too. Like you get 500k punya grant, it's a competition. But they mention terbuka kepada individu atau usahawan Bumi Putra untuk startup. So they clearly mention Bumi Putra, Bumi Putra. So dari situ pun you dah tahu, oh you need to be a Bumi Putra in order for you to apply this thing. And then kalau startup dia kata tak boleh kurang, tak boleh lebih daripada 3 tahun you operated. Sebab startup is actually if you more than 3 years then usually orang tak call you startup lah. Same as SMEs, they have their own definition kan. And yang ni dia dah bagi tahu you apa yang panel akan analyze. Apa yang kriteria yang panel akan tengok if you apply you nak pitch in the support ni kan. They want to see the impact, they want to see your uniqueness lah, basically uniqueness of your ideas, and then how you going to produce this thing ke apa, and then capability for you to laksanakan that thing, and see your capability nak doing the business. Kalau you tengok dia punya ni lebih kurang je, sama je. If you want to do business, inilah orang nak tengok, your capability. Especially because we are I'm explaining in university punya ni kan. So when you are come out with the spin-off punya company, some spin-off punya company very research centric punya group. Your CEO is researcher, your CFO is researcher. So dari situ pun actually mainkan peranan penting for us assessor to see. It's not that you are not capable, tapi because of you have different expertise. But if in your team ada different kind of people, macam oh dia ni daripada business, dia ni daripada memang expert in your industry, kan? Ada someone yang memang expert nak marketkan your product, itu going to give you a higher mark. Kita nampak, oh, you capable to do it as a team. Okay, itu pun one point yang I would like to highlight, especially for spin-off. Sebab betul, you have sometimes memang susah for you to cari orang siapa nak jadi CEO apa semua. So turns out you just give your student. Kan, itu the real problem yang dekat ni. Tapi actually you can try to scout dekat luar if they interested with your product ke apa. Either you want to license out kan your product, sebab sometimes you rasa license kan you punya invention tu tak worth it for you. But actually if you don't have the capability untuk produce that product, it's better for you to license out kan dia punya product. Still you gain something and maybe you can have some share with their company ke apa kan, that's based on your negotiation. Itu things yang I would like to highlight where few years yang I jadi panel, I jadi assessor, spin-off punya problem is there lah. Yang macam we would like to help, like how you can go further. Sebab sayang, sometimes the invention is very good tapi you stuck. Tak tahu nak buat apa. But if you have that problem, you can just contact Kat Mranti. We would provide lah all those consultation. Boleh meet based on our availability lah. And there's a lot of other people yang boleh tolong juga. Okay, so this is important notes before I end my presentation. So it's just actually apa yang Azim already mentioned, but this is just I'm summarizing everything. If you want to pitch your project to assessor ke apa, then you memang kena identify your needs jugalah. You dah tahu program punya needs, apa diorang akan bagi, apa impact yang diorang want. Tapi you pun kena tahu apa your needs. You want berapa banyak duit, you want berapa banyak you nak provide equity ke, ataupun how much yang you would willing to spend untuk join the program ke. Sebab sometimes there is a fee ataupun there is rules yang you need to pay upfront ke apa ke. There's a thing lah untuk that kan. And then next one is ensure audience understand about your product and idea first. Okay, ini pun I occur some problem bila you pitch. This is my own problem, but I believe Azim pun ada the same problem. Bila people pitching to us, but you tak make sure that the assessor, the panel really understand about your product. Apa your product buat, apa your product solve, apa yang uniquenya about your product, but you go direct into your business, your market potential, siapa you punya client, oh menteri ni nak, or this big guy dekat some other country really want my product, tapi just them. Okay, so kalau kita tak faham apa the product itself, you go lah macam hebat you punya product, we still won't give the same amount of mark lah for you sebab tak faham apa yang you nak, apa yang you want to provide to us. So make sure bila sebab usually people will start to present about their product solution lah kan. So the business idea ke apa. So make sure people yang dengar your pitch ni really understand what is your product going to serve lah. Okay, and then use simple language and explain every abbreviation. Okay, we need to remember not everyone is in the same industry as us. Kan? Dr. Fazil, for example, you're from pharmacy punya industry, right? If I'm not mistaken, okay. If you mention to me the abbreviation yang macam, I don't know, some chemical, of course chemical boleh lah faham, but you bagi tahu I nama ubat obviously I don't understand kan? So abbreviation ni pun different industry will have different understanding. For example, MRL. If I ask you MRL, apa yang you faham? If anyone can answer me like, what is MRL? What first come in your mind? Anyone have answer? Okay, never mind. I will just share. MRL, okay, there's a few definition. The real ni is first, selalunya in Malaysian punya talks, MRL is Malaysia Railing. Itu yang first yang akan terkeluar, oh MRL, Malaysia Railing. Tapi it's actually, it could be Beli Reserve Land or Maximal Residual Limit. That's why I said different industry have different understanding. Kita tak boleh expecting everyone to understand, oh I bagi tahu ni semua orang tahu, dalam dunia semua orang tahu. No, sebab we are from different industry. So bila nak guna abbreviation, make sure you explain first what the term lah, apa nama penuh tu, baru you put dalam kurungan MRL, something like that. Sebab actually I experienced that lah. I pun confused MRL tu apa, and people not willing to explain to me because I tried to search and all. First thing memang keluar Malaysia Railway Link. So those things might seem petty for you sebab you're in the industry. Tapi you need to remember not everyone has the same level of knowledge. Tak semua orang tahu apa yang you faham. That's why you need to use a very simple language to explain during the pitch yang what to do. Okay? But as I mentioned before, kenalah juga tengok siapa your panelists. Kalau dia memang the expert industry and then you use the simple language macam tu pun, they will have a different perception pula. Budak ni betul-betul tak tahu ke apa benda this thing kan? Something around there. So fourth point that I would like to highlight is be very precise and clear for what you want, need, and what you can offer to them. What's the impact? Sometimes pun people forget, oh dia dah excited cerita about the innovation is very good tapi you lupa, you nak apa sebenarnya, you pitch kat kita ni what you need. You nak assistant ke, you nak we funnel you to someone ke, nak connectkan you to someone, ataupun you need funding assistant. Sebab mungkin during the pitching tu, during you pitch dekat ni, mungkin it's not suitable for the program apa semua. But then we can actually funnel you to different people that can help you. Sebab our objective is to make ideas to impact lah, obviously. Any good innovation apa semua, if it's not suitable for us, then we will funnel to someone else. Okay, that's why I said in the fifth point, the last point, make your pitch remarkable. Sometimes memang tak meet dengan diorang punya needs. Okay, you go, you pitch macam mana, tapi you tak dapat dekat situ. But if you make your pitch tu remarkable, we as assessor, bila kita pergi to another program untuk jadi panel ke apa, suddenly we teringat, oh hari tu ada this kind of project yang meet with this industry, they solve this solution. Then we going to contact you. Okay, that is very important. So that is my last slide. But as I mentioned just now, if you would like to have a consultation in terms of your business ke, ataupun nak evaluate your project, how to commercial ke apa, actually tomorrow we have a supercharger series punya event Okay, so it's open and actually the objective is to increase the engagement with academia group. But I believe your UiTM dah dapat dah dia punya ni. It's just any participant here yang occur the problem nak tanya on the how you want to move further with your business ke apa ke. Tomorrow is the time you can maybe I will just put in chat our link untuk for you to, sebab we actually have the one element, one group yang do the IP commercialization punya clinic tomorrow. So it's a one-to-one punya consultation yang you guys can register and pick who you want to talk to lah. So kalau you rasa nak cakap dengan I esok, bolehlah pilih I as your ni. But I have 10 to 12 je my session. And Azim pun sama 10 to 12 because we have a pitching competition to handle tomorrow. So yeah, the pitching competition tu pun is only for 10 spin-off. So we already pick that related yang we want to focus on lah. That's why I said this one is very important to make your pitch remarkable sebab there is a few people yang in our pitching punya contestant tu yang the one yang dia dah pernah explain to MCY. So we invite sebab one of the panel tu in Mranti lah, they quite interested dengan dia punya produk tu, then we contact them. So it's an opportunity for them. Diorang tak cari pun benda dah datang. So things like that. Yeah, I think, oh yes, we have another 10 minutes, right? If anyone would like to ask question ke apa ke, feel free to do so.
Thank you so much, Puan Husna and Mr. Azim. That was like a really good talk. I have a question. I guess the audience semua tengah malu-malu. They will probably reach out to you personally sebab ada yang dah minta your slides actually.
Okay.
So my question is from your experience of looking at people or evaluating pitches, like what one experience of like a team coming into you pitching that really stuck in your head, and what did they do right?
Okay. Yes, we do have that kind of problem lah. So other company yang come to us trying to pitch about their project. Actually, the product is marketable, something that can be something yang can be sold lah, kan? But then the problem for us with him is he always use like he knows hire people, hire people there. But you need to remember, siapa yang evaluate your project tu is these people, yang orang bawah-bawah ni dulu, before they can bring to those higher people lah, kan. And he's trying so much to provide us with unnecessary information, which turns out some point dia tipu us. For example, for the invoice apa semua, and kita experience that. So bila kita tahu those things, susah for us to help him. Kita pun dah jadi have a negative thought macam, why we would like to help this kind of people, kan? Macam kesian lah untuk orang yang lebih ada potential, because money is huge yang dia nak minta. So that's one kind of experience. So Azim, you want to share your experience in that, or maybe other project that you have been?
Yeah, I think I'll share the experience in the other punya. I mean, you shared the negative experience, kan? But in terms of the positive experience, I would say a lot of, I mean, there's no specific companies lah, but a few of the companies that really catches my attention is when the wrong technology is nothing macam out of this world ke apa ke, but then they really know what they are doing, they know what they are striving for, and they know what they want to achieve a goal. Yang tu je sebenarnya. So dia bila you do this thing as a solution or technology punya expert, it's easy to get lost in the nitty-gritty of the research that you're doing, the constant prototype development, you testing apa semua. So it's sebab tu kalau apa yang we explain in terms of having good structure, having a good story, having understanding, in-depth understanding of your solution and how to explain, so that I as an assessor, from hearing your pitch, I can jadi your advocate. Like what Husna mentioned. Kalau you tak applicable for what we are looking for now pun, you would always stick in the back of our heads. If, lepas ni ada pasal health tech or pasal food security, this company previously walaupun dia tak ni, but we know that okay, this company really knows what they are doing, apa yang dia nak kejar. So it gives a better feeling lah. One more point juga, just to add in, always remember to try to expand your knowledge lah, because apa yang we usually see, solution providers, technology providers, researchers, students, all alike, diorang memang ada, they have this gold mine of ideas, research, and potential punya gems lah. But then bila you tak reti or you tak take the initiative to actually convey this idea properly, then that is where it's lost lah. So usually it's not because of your technology pun. Your technology is really good, tapi you tak tahu how to properly convey that message. Then it's hilang macam tu je lah. That's one point yang I really want to tekankan, especially in academia. Yeah.
And some more, yeah, obviously if you are doing a pitching, sebenarnya you need to be confident, you have to practice lah. Itu commonly people say lah, but as a panelist, this is the point yang we see. Okay, that's why we highlight on those things, like you need to know the objective, you need to know in terms of what you want to provide to the country, the impact lah yang they would seek for.
Okay, thank you so much. We're coming. BITCOM are going to Mranti tomorrow, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you. But yeah, thank you so much for the talk. It's a very useful, and I learned a lot today. And yeah, maybe we can have another separated session with you